Michelle D is ready to take on the universe. The 28-year-old stunner from Makati was crowned Miss Universe Philippines last Saturday, besting 37 other candidates during the coronation night. This is the third time she was crowned in a national pageant. In 2019, she took home the Miss World Philippines title. Then last year, she was named Miss Universe Philippines Tourism. Now also competing in international pageants this year are Miss Supranational Philippines, Pauline Amelinckx from Bohol, and Miss Charm Philippines, Krishnah Gravidez from Baguio. Meanwhile, Opiaza of Zambales was named first runner-up, and Pampanga's Angelique Manto is second runner-up. The new batch of queens joins us now in the studio. Good morning to you, ladies. Wow, beautiful ladies.
Good morning, good morning.
Thank you so much. I mean, how can you look so fresh and so beautiful?
Prayers.
Prayer.
And amazing glam teams behind
There
us,
you
of
go.
course.
I mean, that's definitely the secret. Okay, you know, sometimes when we go through pageants, I mean, it just goes through. And you're like, what actually happened? Did that actually happen? I mean, has it actually sunk in? What is it that you remember? Do you remember anything at all?
You know, every time I've joined the pageant personally, and I think I can speak on behalf of the other girls also, that we were together for 3 months, and then after coronation night, it's done.
Okay.
It's like a dream.
Yeah.
And that has been a consistent feeling for me all throughout my pageant journey.
All right, same for all of you. I mean, was
Same.
this just like?
Yeah, same in some senses or in some instances, but there were also some days where we're all so busy, then we wake up and then we ask ourselves, what day is it today?
How about for the first timers? I mean, this is your first time.
Day to day, 5 a.m. call time every day, and then we'll finish at around 8 p.m. And then 5 a.m. again the next day. So now we're just adjusting again on the call time. So we're used to mornings, I think.
Yeah.
You have to realize that's 5 a.m. ready made up.
Okay.
Yes.
So
3
what?
a.m.
You
wake
guys
up.
have to wake up at like 4, 3. Don't even sleep. Right? Don't even bother to sleep because you'll just get eye bags. Just keep going the whole time. Okay. Well. Okay. So Michelle, let's focus on you. I mean, how has it been so far? This is actually your third.
Yes,
Okay.
third national
Third
pageant that I
national
joined.
Well, what keeps you going? What keeps you
Honestly,
wanting to come back?
So for my first pageant, I won the national title. However, it got quarantined. So all my life, I've been wanting to build a platform to really have a voice and really
Yeah.
instill positive change. And that stopped when the world stopped. Of course, last year, I won first runner-up. And I just felt like I didn't perform at my maximum. So I didn't want to live a life of regret. And then I came back stronger this year.
Okay, interesting. You did not perform at your maximum. What happened? I mean, what does one say that I was not at my prime, or I did not do as well as I wanted to do?
It
What was it?
I think it was the backstage jitters. I let the chaos backstage get to my head. There were things that were going wrong and things that were happening outside of the pageant that were just distracting me. So my mindset wasn't there. And I knew when it was just me and Celeste on the stage, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like this isn't my year. Destiny isn't with me this year. However, I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
everything in life
Yeah.
happens for a reason. And that experience made me stronger to come back stronger this year as well.
Well, look at you now, right?
Thank
I mean,
you.
we all have to take these little steps because we get little nuggets, you know, as we go along. I mean, if you didn't experience all the chaos, that you wouldn't come out stronger.
Right, exactly. So everything that went wrong last year, I just made sure it didn't happen this year.
And also in an Instagram post, I mean, you mentioned that the next chapter of my pageant journey is no longer my own.
Of course, because now I am representing the Philippines and my next journey will be for El Salvador, hopefully to bring the 5th crown back to the Philippines. And I just want to make sure that I am at my best. I trust the Miss Universe Philippines team wholeheartedly, and I know that they'll give me the tools necessary to represent the country.
What else will you need to do? I mean, haven't you done it all? It's like, what else? How much more can I not eat? Or how much walks do I still need to do? Or what else do we need to do?
Honestly, because when you join a beauty pageant, it's like a sport. So you have to constantly train. You have to make sure that you're in tip-top shape. And of course, I don't think I'm perfect. I think there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
So I can always have a better walk, a better body,
Okay.
better personality skills and Q&A skills as well. So you just have to keep working on it day by day. And hopefully that effort is
Until
enough.
everything's just automatic.
Yes.
Is that the same for you? You were the first up, sorry.
Yes, you are.
In July, okay.
I know, right? Exactly. At some point, it kind of becomes muscle memory. The walk, the poses, like you kind of already know how to do it, and it's like an instant. It's automatic, as you said earlier. So we really, like Michelle said, we're not perfect. There's always room for growth and progress. We always have to keep working on ourselves. Like we can't become complacent, especially now that we're not just wearing our own provinces or municipalities over our heart. We're carrying the Philippine sash already. So we have to really be our best to represent the best of the Philippines.
I mean, like Michelle, this is also your third time.
Third time joining Miss Universe Philippines.
Third time joining Miss Universe Philippines. What makes you keep wanting to come back? Isn't it so stressful? It's like, oh, do I have to do this all over again, right?
Yeah, some people might think we're crazy for doing it all over again. But I think it's the thought of always being able to come out stronger and then using that stronger self to impact even more change with the platform of Miss Universe Philippines and the different other organizations and people that we get to work with.
So from now until July, what's the game plan?
I actually want to have some conversations with the previous Miss Supranational queens
Okay.
and get their conversation to get their thoughts in conversation too, so that I know how or where I can best prepare and get to know the
Is it
pageant.
easier once you compete abroad? Harder?
Is it easier? In retrospect, it is harder because you fly alone.
Okay.
When you're in the pageant bubble, then you're carrying your suitcases alone, you're ironing it, you're doing your own makeup, your own hair. That was my experience in my international pageant. However, because of how intense Miss Universe Philippines is, I remember telling this to Celeste last year that this feels like an international pageant. And whoever wins could not be any more prepared because it really felt like an international pageant here.
I mean, it's hard. I mean, you know, all of you guys are so beautiful. I mean, it's like you already went against the best of the best. And of course, for Miss Charm Philippines, this is your first time. Congratulations.
Yes,
first
thank
time
you.
to Charm.
It's the first time to Charm? I think so.
I think so.
This is my first national pageant and
Yes.
first crown, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity that has been given to Baguio, and I'm looking forward to for what's to come because Miss Charm will be next year pa, February. So I have the longest time to prepare, and I am looking forward for what the Philippines can bring to the Charm stage.
What was the one thing that you would say was the most challenging part of this beauty pageant for you?
I
I can't believe I did that, or let's not go that. I'm glad it's done. What was
I think the most challenging part was the trainings. Yeah, I stay up until 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. in the morning, and then the call time is 6 a.m. That's crazy. And I am so proud of my team and also myself of surpassing those trainings. And I think that manifested on that stage that night. So I thank God also for that.
Yes, as I said, na they made sure that they trained you well. So pagdating sa international, madali na lang, di ba?
Yeah.
Para sa inyo. What was the one lesson that you learned about this?
Oh, one lesson I've learned about this is just to be grateful and be ready for what's been offered to you, because I know that we are all destined for something that's greater. So this crown that has been given to me and these experiences, I had so many firsts joining this pageant.
Yes, I
I've had so many firsts.
First plane ride, tama ba yun?
Yeah, first plane ride. So I am just living every bit of this experience, and I am just really grateful for this.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad you got to experience all of your wonderful first with wonderful ladies. Of course, we also have Christine and Angelique here. Hindi rin biro talaga ang pinagdaanan ninyo. Sabi nga, like, wala kayong tulog. You have to wake up so early. My question to both of you would be the same. What would you say would be your most memorable moment?
I think it's the simple days wherein we just get to talk with our fellow sisters during
meron
our rest
kayong
or
mga-
breaks. Yes, sharing some, silly stuff, funny stuff about what happened in our lives and how we also get through every single day with our trainings, with everything that we need to pack, with everything that we need, how we need to present ourselves every day. Although, of course, we're not always at our best every day, but we still try our best for our supporters, for our provinces, and of course, also for the organization itself, because we want to always let people see how we present ourselves at our ultimate as well.
That's right. Same for you?
I think the most memorable for me would have to be all the travels that we did this year, because the past years, I believe there's been a certain restriction to where we could go because of the pandemic. So this year, as Ms. Shamsi said, we went to 3 different places in just duration of 3 months. We went to Boracay, we went to Palawan, we also went to Eastern Visayas for quite a while. So those were experiences that we would really remember, especially during, not just during the pageant, but even after that, because it really fortified our relationship and the sisterhood that we had. And for that, we had a lot of lessons that we learned. Like, we thought that we couldn't manage like all these call times, all
Yeah.
the demands that we had to face, all the requirements, and even it was a test of stress.
Yes.
I would think so, but it's the mental fortitude that we gained after.
All you ladies make it look so easy. I mean, once you're there, and dali-dali, I mean, they sachet, they do all of these things, but there is a lot of hard work that goes into it, and it doesn't just happen overnight. You guys have prepared for this, like Michelle, you yourself, like 3 years. Or 3
Yes,
pageant, more than 3
more
years.
than that.
More than that. So what would you say for you, going back to you, would be the greatest lesson that you have learned about yourself and about being Miss Universe?
Honestly, it's the fact that we can really achieve anything we set our mind to doing. Before applying for Miss Universe Philippines, I actually
You
wasn't
didn't want
sure.
to. Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I wanted to join, because last year, up until the crowning moment, actually even currently, has been the hardest year of my life. And I didn't know if I would be capable and strong enough to handle the whole pageant, because I knew coming in from last year that it would be more intense. But I told myself, it's my last year. I don't want to live a life of regret. I owe this to my future self. I owe this to my country. And ultimately, I knew I had so much more to prove and so much more to give back.
Yeah.
And that kept me through.
How is it that they also compare you to Catriona? From the world to the universe.
It's honestly, it really is just flattering. I've had the chance to meet her, and she is a wonderful woman. She's so inspirational, and I can only hope to become as inspirational as her as well, because I know the kind of work that she put in. She was so hands-on with her journey, as I am as well. And ultimately, it's about bringing pride to our country and using this platform, Miss Universe Philippines, and hopefully Miss Universe, and putting it to good use.
Okay, greatest advice from your mom.
To shine as my own woman.
Oh, beautiful. Spoken like Miss Melanie. Definitely herself. She's definitely her own woman. For the rest of you ladies, before I let you go, I mean, a lot of them want to find out more about, the greatest lessons that you have learned, and moving forward, what is the one thing that you're most excited in the upcoming international pageant? Or you're not so excited? You're like,
No, I'm excited. Please don't get me wrong.
No,
Counting
no.
pressure is always good.
It is good, right?
I'm very excited to finally be able to wear the Philippine sash across my heart, and to go to Poland and to
Yes.
finally have that experience that I've also kind of worked on for 3 years or even longer.
Yeah.
And all I can hope for is that I'll be able to represent the best of the Philippines.
Wonderful. And for you yourself?
Me also, I'm so excited. Even if it's February next year pa, I have a lot of time to train, but I hope to bring the amazing stories of the Filipinos in the charm stage, and I hope that I can make the Philippines proud as well.
And for Christine and Angelique, what's next for you? Another one? Yes.
We'll never know.
It's too early to tell, but we're not closing any doors. But we're just really excited to work with Miss Universe Philippines organization, and even further our advocacies, like the way I'm pushing for mental health PH, especially on the platform that I have now. So I'm just really excited
Yeah.
for that.
For me as well, I am partnering with Dear Future Self also for mental health advocacy. So hopefully we get to work and expand our advocacies. And of course, we are just here to support our
Yes!
teams. Yeah, and if
All
they
your
need help, of
content.
course, we are here to extend our hand for our
I
lovely
mean, take
teams.
inspiration from these ladies right here. This is like their third time, more than third time, but they just keep coming back and they just keep getting better and better each time and more beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us here. It's not easy for you. You're so used to waking up early, but congratulations once again and best of luck to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us here this morning on New Day, and we hope to have you back here after your competition.
Thank you so much. And good
Thank
morning
you.
to everyone
Ayan.
watching.